Hi guys, I am so excited to be with you here today. My name is Dr. Zelana Montminy. I'm the author of 21 Days to Resilience. I'm a psychologist and a nutrition expert and here to help you with your rest and recovery. Now, you don't grow in the gym, I like to say. You actually grow while you recover and while you sleep, and it's a critical component of our muscle building and strength building. Muscle building, fat burning, and athletic performance are all really diminished if we're not getting enough sleep. Sleep deprivation is a huge issue for us in our culture, and we sort of feel like, you know, everyone is a little sleep deprived, so it must be okay, but it really isn't. It really impacts our workouts, our fitness levels, and also our moods. The reason for this is when we sleep, we produce a growth hormone, and it really peaks as we sleep, and it's really a critical hormone that helps us build up our tissue and our muscle and our strength. And so if we're not getting enough rest, we're really not optimizing our growth hormone capacity, and it really impacts our body. From a physiological standpoint, sleep deprivation, as you know, really decreases our energy output. It prevents us from concentrating. It makes us really distractible. It really impacts our workouts. We fatigue more easily. Our muscles get tired. Mentally, we're just not as motivated or interested in working out. And especially with our mood. You know, we don't often think of this, but when we're sleep deprived, we get more irritable, as you might have noticed. We get angry, and we don't have as much of an ability to cope with stress. And over time, that really has a big impact. When you're at the gym and you're irritable, you're less likely to want to keep going. And also, you know, if we're not getting enough sleep, it puts us at a greater risk for depression. We start having more negative thoughts, and that really sets us up for negative outcomes. Additionally, what most people don't really think about is a lack of sleep really contributes to stress hormones like cortisol really intensifying and heightening over time. And so that's why sometimes you might feel yourself getting a little more teary or giggly or irritable when we aren't getting enough sleep. It's because our cortisol levels are peaking. So, you know, one of the questions I get asked a lot is, how do we know that we're actually getting enough sleep? You know, the best way to gauge whether you're getting enough sleep or not is to really pay attention to how you feel. Do you feel tired? Do you feel energy deprived? Generally, if you're getting less than 7 hours of sleep, you aren't getting enough. But you shouldn't feel sleepy when you wake up. You should be energetic throughout the day, and your energy levels should be sustained. So as you approach bedtime, you know you're going to wind down, but you really should be feeling energetic. We've become accustomed to sort of feeling run down and thinking that's okay, but it's really not. We should be optimally functioning all day long without energy drinks and without coffee to sustain us. So, you know, really ask yourself, physically, am I performing in the way that I want? Am I getting enough rest? And cognitively, mentally, and with our mood, are we getting enough? You know, do you really feel like you're doing everything you need? Now, one of the ways we can combat not getting enough sleep is by significant lifestyle changes. And I don't mean dramatic shifts, but you know, most people know that caffeine can contribute to sleeplessness. You know, I'm not against coffee, but a few cups in the morning is fine. But again, as we approach bedtime, I would urge you to stay away from caffeine in the later parts of the afternoon. Alcohol, nicotine, all can impact your sleep patterns. You know, alcohol initially depresses the nervous system, which might help you fall asleep quicker, but you're not going to reach that REM sleep that you're really looking for. And that's that deep level of sleep in sort of your sleeping pattern, which looks like a wave, that you really want. And that is when you're building muscle and regenerating and resting. So you're not getting to your REM sleep if you are drinking alcohol and then falling asleep. You know, nicotine is a stimulant. It speeds up your heart rate, and it's really, it causes us to wake in the middle of our sleep. So really trying to limit these substances and especially before bedtime is the key. Physical activity, regular aerobic activity actually helps people fall asleep faster. It speeds up the more of the time that you're in that deep REM sleep that I've been talking about, and you awaken less at night. So exercise definitely plays a role in sleep that people don't often think about. Now, I urge you not to exercise right before sleep because that can impact your sleep as well. You don't want to work out, get your blood flowing, feel increased energy, and then you're going to have a hard time falling asleep. Obviously, you want to keep your workouts at least a few hours before bedtime and really reap the benefits of your physical activity. Now, I really believe that you can learn to sleep better and you can learn tools and sort of train yourself to sleep. So, doing that involves various lifestyle changes. So keeping your bedroom dark, taking a warm bath before bed with Epsom salts to relax your muscles is really healing. Putting on some relaxing music, getting a massage, reading a book, are all great tools to help you fall asleep more easily. People often are on their devices late at night, and that can really, really impact our sleep. The blue light from technology interferes with our brain rhythms and our sleep patterns, and we won't be able to sleep as deeply or as easily if we're, stuck to the TV. So I urge you to retrain your sleep and really, ensure that you're getting more restful sleep. Some people sleep, you sleep, you think you're sleeping fine, but you're really not getting the kind of sleep that you deserve. So staying awake longer, to ensure that you're sleeping better might not be the key. You might be overtired. So really sticking to a routine day to day, waking up at the same time every day, going to sleep at the same time every night, sleeping at least 7 to 8 hours a night is really critical if you can. Other relaxation techniques are very helpful. Meditation, guided imagery, sort of thinking of an image and letting it sort of pass through your head, or just notice your body. You don't even have to meditate. Sometimes the word meditation stresses people out. It feels like too much of something they have to do. So don't even worry about meditation if it stresses you, but really just think about noticing things in your body. How do your palms feel when they rub together? Do you feel, the air on your body? Do you feel the friction on your palms? Are they hot? Are they cold? Are they sweaty? Just noticing what's going on in your body can really help calm your mind and put you in a frame of mind that encourages sleep. Other things, muscle releasing and tension, making, clamming up and then releasing your muscles can really help your body relax and counteract anxiety. So those are all great tools as well. Cognitive behavioral therapy is something you might want to pursue, reaching out to someone who can help. If you're really, really having a hard time falling asleep, they can, psychologists, people like myself, can really help you change the way that you think about your circumstances. If you find that, your life is really too full of challenges and you're in a helpless place, that can really impact your sleep. And if you find yourself, thinking a lot about your issues or various thoughts throughout the night, really reaching out to someone can be very brave and very powerful. So, everyone asks, well, what should I take? What should I do? There's a magic pill, and really, there's not. You can try melatonin in moderation. There's various teas that can be pretty helpful, herbal teas, but really, it's about training yourself, and I urge you to stay away from all of these various supplements and medications. It's going to train your body to rely on them, and what you want to do is to rely on yourself to have a good night's rest. So really train yourself to sleep. Turn your phone off, at 8 or 9 p.m., an hour before bedtime, at least 3 days a week, and challenge yourself to create positive habits and to replace bad habits with good ones. And I talk a bit more about that in my book. Now, when it comes to recovery, recovery is a critical part of your workout. It's not in addition to your workout. It should be a part of your program. So the amount of recovery you need really varies from person to person, and it really depends on your fitness level, the amount and the intensity of the workout you're doing, and how familiar you are with it. You know, if you're a newcomer to all of this, you might need a little more rest for your body to really build and recover. But if you've been doing this for years and you find, you know, this to be pretty simple, you might need a bit less. So, you know, getting rest and active recovery is critical. Plenty of sleep, resting your body. And sometimes, you know, when I say active recovery, it could be, you know, a light walk, a gentle yoga class, a stretching class. It just stimulates blood flow to the muscles to reduce joint pain and, you know, aching. So yeah, it could be swimming, it could be even a light jog if you feel like that is part of, you know, something that you like to do and it's not too strenuous, can also be great. Make sure to get the proper amount of hydration. We need a lot of water when we recover to help flush the toxins from our body and make muscle soreness decrease a bit. So definitely, you know, hydrate. And, you know, other experts on this program have talked about nutrition. It's really critical to get full balanced meals, lots of bright colors, variety. You know, it's just mindful, clean eating is going to be the best way your body can build strength and recover best. Now, people who are really sore, try topical creams. You can try some, but, you know, there's really no magic tool. Just really, you know, try baths, salt baths, massage, gentle stretching can be very helpful for recovery. Sometimes ice baths if you're really in a lot of pain and need to sort of recover quickly. But different methods are going to be different for each person. So really tune into your body to figure out what you need. You know, some of the things that really inhibit recovery, like we talked about, lack of sleep. You know, if you're chronically sleep deprived, your muscles are going to be sore. You're more likely to need more time to heal, and it's going to be really, really hard for you to keep up your workouts. I talked about lack of nutrition, and then also overtraining, doing too much. You know, if you're not resting sufficiently, your muscle soreness can get in the way of your effectiveness, and also your muscles are going to be too fatigued. They're not going to be maximized. So you really want to avoid overworking. You know, some of us feel like the more we're doing, you know, the better we're getting, and, you know, the more we can pack into the day, that we're just going to be that much more successful. But the reality is we really have to build in those rest times. You know, the messier our mind is, it's actually more anxiety producing. And in the same way, the more active our body is can be you know, restrictive in reaching our health goals. So, you know, some of the tips that I have specific to sleep are, you know, really making sure that you have the right sleep environment and also the right bed, that it's comfortable, that you have a great pillow that, you know, produces proper back alignment. And I always recommend sleeping with a pillow in between your legs if you're on your side, or under your knees if you're on your back. That can be really, really beneficial. Waiting a couple hours after you eat before going to sleep is important. You know, your body is digesting. It needs some time after a meal to wind down and to you know, really process all those nutrients. So, you know, if your body is digesting as you're falling asleep, it's going to get in the way of healthy sleep. Avoid, like I said, sleeping right after workout. That's not beneficial. Definitely reducing your alcohol intake. It's going to get in the way of your REM sleep, like I talked about. And it's critical. You know, we have the power to change our outcomes by changing the way we think about our lifestyle and our challenges. So if you empower yourself to make healthy choices, to set the right sleep hygiene, as I call it, you know, to wind down before bed, to turn off your devices, to really take care of yourself, to schedule in time for yourself throughout the day. You know, we often prioritize our work, but we don't prioritize ourselves. So in the same way you would schedule work into your calendar, schedule time in for yourself. where you can really recover. And, whether it's a massage or a gentle walk, that's really, really critical. It's not a reward, it's a necessity. So really cueing into all of these tips and elements can help so much in your workout and meeting your goals. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to being in touch, and I can't wait to hear all your comments and questions. Thanks, guys.